you guys, welcome back. Okay, so today's video is a little bit kind of laid back, chill, very impromptu. I was going through my blush drawers a couple of days ago, maybe about a week or so ago. And as I was going through my blush drawers looking for blushes that I wanted to declutter, because you know it's that time of year, I really don't do huge declutters because I kind of get rid of things throughout the year as I don't want them anymore, or as I don't like them, if they're too old, if I don't like the formula, if the color doesn't work for me. I tend to now just get rid of things then. And y'all know I do not declutter palettes. Ain't happening. So yeah, I was going through my blush drawers and I probably end up decluttering maybe 2 blushes because one was dried out and one, the shade was just completely not for me. But as I was going through my collection, I started pulling out blushes like, oh man, I love this color. This is one of my favorites. Oh, this formula is so bomb. This blush looks great with this blush. I love this brand. I love this formula. And I was like, you know what? I think I want to share with my people, my friends, loved ones here on YouTube, some of the blushes that I love, that are favorites of mine, ones that I really wish I would remember to reach for more. Some of them are older, some of them are newer, and a lot of you guys probably have a lot of these blushes, but I just want to sit down and just go through a few of these with you. And these are ones that I pulled. I have this whole little tray over here of the blushes that I want to talk about with you guys. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to just kind of angle the camera at the tray and, you know, just do the swatches and kind of talk to you guys about each blush. But I was like, you know, maybe I'll just sit in front of the camera and show you guys each blush and swatch it for you. I'm not going to talk too much about them because this video will be super long, like I'm doing all this talking right now. But yeah, just, you know, I like to hang out with you guys. Say, hey, you know, how you doing? How's your week going? You know, how are things? You know, how's your holiday? I don't know. This video actually might be going up on Christmas. So if it is, Merry Christmas. And if not, then happy holidays. So let's go ahead and get started. Y'all know I'm gonna have to put my glasses on. I'm actually really liking this colorful look. I wasn't really feeling it at first. I wasn't really in the mood for the whole rainbow vibe, but it's grown on me. But I'm about to put these glasses on because y'all know I have to be able to read these names. So I'm going to start out with some of the creams that I really like. And a lot of these have to do with the shades, but the formula is nice as well. So this first one here is from Tower 28. So this one is gorgeous. It comes in this beautiful acrylic packaging. This one is Power Hour. So I found just over the past few years that I really, really love a more natural kind of earthy toned blush. And as you can see, this one is really, really creamy. Very, very smooth and emollient. You know, I definitely would wear this, you know, put this on before my powder. That's just kind of how I do my makeup now with creams and liquids. Put them on, you know, before my powder. I used to put creams and stuff on top of my powder, and some of them work just fine that way. But for me, the way I do my makeup now, I do all of my creams first and then my powders afterwards. But let me just swatch this one for you so you can see what I mean about the more kind of like earthy tone to it. You see how beautiful that blush is? Oh, it is so gorgeous. And it is very, how can I say, creamy, but not like super, super slippery. You know what I mean? Like when you blend it in, it definitely is going to blend nicely into your skin and look beautiful if you like this type of shade. So this is definitely one of my favorites, the Tower 28. Okay, so next up for creams here, I have this Glossier Cloud Paint Plush Blush. Now this is a newer one to my collection, so I haven't used it a million times, but I know I love it. This is in the shade Storm. And so this formula is one that I was not quite used to. It's kind of hard to describe. You know how they call it a cloud paint? It's like very smooth. And so it's like, you know, it's creamy. It's not powder. It's very, very smooth, right? But when you put it on, oh God, look at that color. Oh my gosh, this color is insane. I love it. I love it. But anyway, so it's like when you blend it out, it's like, it doesn't become like powder, but it definitely does just kind of blend into your skin. You know, I don't know if you can kind of get a feel for what I'm trying to say, but yeah, it definitely just kind of melts into your skin. And I love this color, Storm. Absolutely beautiful. So if you like that type of shade, I think you will like that as well. Okay, so the next one is a Milani. This is one of Milani's cream blush formulas. So this one is Coral Crush, and it's one of their Cheek Kiss blushes. Absolutely gorgeous, super bright coral shade. Now this one is very, very creamy. Very creamy, very emollient. As you can see, it has like that dewy type vibe, the dewy type finish. So if you like that type of vibe, then you'll probably love this. These I really like to put on when I want that kind of dewy look, you know, for my cheeks or for my face. This is one that I would even put on top of my powder, just because I want to have kind of like a more glowy, shiny or dewy cheek, you know. So yeah, you can definitely put this on, you know, before your powder or after, depending on how dewy you want your cheek to look. Okay, you guys, so this next one here is from ColourPop. This is another super delicious, beautiful corally shade. This one is called Oh She's Blushing. It's one of their Super Shock cheeks. Now, I don't know, some of these blushes might not be available anymore because like I said, these are ones from my collection that I absolutely love. So I don't know if any of these or a lot of these are available. Some of them I know for sure are because they're new, but this one, super creamy, super bold, super bright. Now, I don't oftentimes go for a super bright blush anymore, but as you can see, even though this one, it looks a little intimidating, but when you actually put it on the skin, it turns into a really gorgeous, beautiful pink shade, you know, so it's not so scary and so intimidating when you put it on and kind of blend it out, and it really does kind of blend out to that nice matte finish, right? So this is definitely one of my favorites. Like come spring and summertime, that's typically when I will start pulling these out. Okay, so this next brand, I actually have two new blushes from them, and these are two blushes that I've already had in my collection that I actually really, really love. They're from Lys. This first one here is Inspire, and this one is Passion. So let's take a look at Inspire. Look at that color. To me, this is a really, really beautiful, unique shade because it's kind of like it leans coral, but it's very muted. Now, these formulas are pretty thick. You know, when you go in, they're pretty thick, nicely pigmented. You know, it's almost kind of like a putty, if you see there. Very, very nicely pigmented. This is a beautiful, beautiful blush shade. Like, you see that color? It's gorgeous. It's kind of like a mix between a muted, dusty coral and like, not quite a poppy, but y'all know what I mean, right? It's just a beautiful, like, muted coral. It's so pretty. I love these type of blushes. I do. It mimics a little bit like the blush that I have on today, which, do I have that in here? I do kind of have, I do have that one in here. It's a newer one to my collection, but yeah, I love these Lys blushes. And then let me wipe my hand off so we can, as if you notice, I've been wiping my hand off in between each one. So editing KK, I'm sorry. I know you got to cut through each blush, but that's how we're gonna do, honey. We are swatching on this hand. Okay, and so Passion. Let's go ahead and take a look at Passion. Oh my God. This shade, oh my goodness. Passion is definitely the perfect name for this blush. I really want to know if they still sell these since they came out with the new sticks. I really want to know if they still sell these, because Lord have mercy on my soul. This blush shade, oh, look at that. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Oh my goodness. And this definitely for like all year round, winter, spring, summer, fall, honey. This is a beautiful blush shade. I mean, come on. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so while we're on the subject of Lys, let's talk about two of their newer stick blushes that I just purchased from Sephora. So this one is Outgoing and this one is Courageous. So let's take a look at Courageous. Very cute triangle package that Lys is known for. I love their triangle packaging. So mine is used because I actually use this today. I actually have it on today. I don't know if you will be able to tell too much with these glasses on, but I do have this shade on today, and I have a powder of the same color on top. So, but this, oh, absolutely gorgeous, you guys. Look at this shade. Beautiful, okay? So I'm just going to swatch this right here because these mugs, you see that pigmentation? When I tell you I went in with a extremely light hand on my cheeks because I didn't want to look crazy. I didn't want to look like a clown today. So that one is Courageous. And then what did I say? I got to remember these names, you guys. So this one is Outgoing. And this definitely is for someone who is outgoing. Do you see that? Yeah. Yeah, but these instantly became favorites of mine. Look how pigmented these blushes are. It's like they are borderline too pigmented, to be honest with you. Borderline too pigmented, but gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. You can go as heavy as you want or you can go as light as you want, and I just absolutely love these. These are two new favorites in my collection. But definitely use a light hand. I'm not even going to hold you because those blushes do not play. They did not come to play. Okay, so let's talk about a couple of sticks before we move on to my liquids. And I only have 3. So let's talk about this first one here that I've had for quite a while. This is a blush stick from ColourPop. Some of you guys might have some of these blush sticks because they came out a while ago. The one I have is Pretty Thing, okay? So that's what the color looks like on the packaging. And then this is what the color of the blush actually looks like. So a very beautiful, muted, kind of like mauve pink, I would say, if I had to describe it. I think it's definitely kind of like a muted mauve pink or borderline magenta. Would that be a good color? Magenta? Because to me, this is not purple. This is more of like a, you know, maybe a pinky purple, but not just a purple, you know, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I do love the formula on these. They are very creamy, easy to blend out on the cheeks. Beautiful shade. So yeah, loving this one. Next up, we have one that is extremely new to my collection. I've only used it once or twice, but when I used it, I really liked it, and I really thought that the color was absolutely beautiful. This is from the REM Beauty Wicked collection. So this came in one of their little kits where you get like the lip, the cheek, and the eye, and all that stuff. So this one is called Braverism. You know, I haven't seen Wicked, and I really want to see it. But anyway, look how dark, look how deep and dark that is. Super deep and dark. But let me go ahead and swatch this for you so you can take a look and see if you're into this type of thing. I typically don't go for blushes that are this dark, right? Because this is like super duper dark. But what I would do with this blush is go in very lightly. I'll just blend out half of it. I would go in very, very lightly and just really, really blend that out on my cheek so that it just gives me that gorgeous flush of color, but without, you know, it looking like a bruise, because that is something that I just absolutely cannot stand, is when I put on a blush, a super dark purple or something that is meant for deeper skin tones, women of color, and it just looks like a bruise. I don't like that. So this shade is absolutely gorgeous. It's more of like a burgundy, a wine type vibe, you know, and I really like it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Now, I don't know if they sell any of this stuff separately, if it's even still available or if it's sold out, but like I said, I did get this in a kit, and it came with like a lip product, a lip liner, I believe, and like a liquid eyeshadow. And I also bought the eyeshadow palette for this year from the Wicked collection. So can't wait to play with that. So moving right along, I have this Jacqueline. Now we all know that these ain't available no more, but when Jacqueline had these products out and this line out, I bought some of her blushes. And honestly, I don't remember if I ordered these from her or if I picked them up, because she had some things in the Morphe store. So I don't know where I got this blush from, but this is in the shade Royal Flush. Okay, one of my absolute favorites. Another beautiful, beautiful shade. This one, oh my gosh, and this formula is so thick and beautiful and highly, highly pigmented. Look at how gorgeous that pink is. It really is like a fiery hot pink, you know, but not too bright, you know, for someone of my age who might be concerned. Sounds crazy with my eye look, right? But on my cheeks, I don't like to do too much on my cheeks. I just don't, right? My eyes can be wild and crazy, but my cheeks have to be a little bit tame. So this is absolutely gorgeous though. Blending this out, you see, I would definitely wear this shade, you know, so that is the color of it. This is what it looks like blended out. And I feel like it's just gorgeous. I love, 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 love it. And don't think by any means, you know, that's why I'm showing you the blushes from my collection that I have that I absolutely love, because of the fact that, you know, I want to encourage you to dig through your drawers. You know, if you have makeup and things that you forgot about, or maybe you don't wear or don't use, or maybe you have a shade that is just like that and you're like, oh my gosh, I used to love that shade. Where is that shade? I don't use it anymore. You know, just to kind of like jog your memory or encourage you to shop your stash and use things that are in your stash. Now me, since I do create content, I shop my stash, I use my old stuff, and I also try to sprinkle in new stuff for you guys just in case you're curious about certain things. So, but yeah, by no means am I trying to encourage you to buy anything. That's why I'm showing you my old stuff as well. Okay, so now let's move into, I guess they would be liquids, liquid blushes. Now this first one is also pretty new to my collection. I've had it for, you know, maybe a few weeks or so. I don't know, a couple of months maybe. This is Glow Recipe Watermelon Niacinamide Dew Flush. So absolutely gorgeous. I know a lot of people have seen this because, you know, it's like something that is, for me, it might not even be new, honestly. It might just be something I decided to pick up at the Sephora sale. I don't remember, child. But this mug is gorgeous. It's like the color can be a bit intimidating at first when you look at it, but when you actually put it on your skin, you know, since it is a dewy flush blush, it does kind of blend away. It does kind of blend away. So you see that it really gives like that just dewy flush. So if you like that type of thing, like if you purchase this thinking that you're gonna get crazy pigment and it's just gonna stay that way, I'm building it up so you can see how it builds. But if you think you're just gonna get crazy pigment and it's gonna stay, you know, super bright or whatever, no, it's not. It is buildable, as you can see. It's definitely building up. So if you want to put on a couple of layers underneath your powder products, you can do that. If you like to add a little, you know, kind of dewy flush of blush on your cheeks, you know, if you're doing kind of like a no makeup look, you know, which is hot now, I don't do those, but if you do, then this would definitely give your cheeks a beautiful flush of color, right? I think so. So yeah, I like this for that. I would definitely put this underneath any of my watermelon shade powder blushes to give it that extra punch on my face to last all day. You know, that's really why I like to do the creams and liquids underneath my powder before my powder blush anyway. It's just to add that extra punch of color so it lasts all day. You know, it's like once your powder starts to dissipate, or maybe your base starts to fade a bit, you know, your blush will still be there. Now this YSL blush, this is a Make Me blush, and what shade is this? 15, I believe. Absolutely gorgeous. I do have the powder in this shade as well. Another beautiful watermelon shade of blush. And so this is the, whew, child, look at that. This is the liquid shade. It's another one that looks very intimidating, but when you put it on, it's really not as bad as you think it's gonna be. Like, look at that, it's beautiful, right? But let's go ahead, and I put a lot. You know, you definitely would just put a little dot. But you know, I put a lot just to show you the true color of it, but it definitely blends out. But this color is crazy on the cheeks. It really gives me red vibes. You know, if I'm being honest, it really just gives red vibes. I don't remember the name. This blush actually has a name. I just have the number, which is 15, but I don't remember the actual name. But it definitely gives that watermelon red vibe when you put it on your cheeks underneath your powder. But oh, gorgeous. And it is drying down. It's like it's not staying dewy or wet, honey. It is dried down. Okay, y'all, my hand is gonna be so stained. I ain't even mad at it. It's gonna be so stained, but what better way for it to be stained than by beautiful, beautiful blushes? Okay, now this next one, absolutely beautiful, gorgeous, super hot pink from ColourPop. This is in the shade Wildest Dreams. Gorgeous. You see how beautiful that pink is? So this is another liquid with a beautiful doe foot. I'm gonna try not to put as much on my hand so it's not so much, but you see the shade of that pink? Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. It like matches my pillow back there, right? So yeah, as you can see, this one, a lot of pigment. It does not blend away. It's not like one of those serum-y type blushes. These blushes definitely have pigmentation. So absolutely beautiful. I love the formula of these blushes. ColourPop has a whole variation of shades in this style of blush with this cute little heart on here, and I love them. The formula is amazing. So I do have a few other ones in different shades that I feel the same way about, but I feel like as far as colors go, this one I think I probably like the most from my ColourPop collection of liquid blushes, Rare Beauty. Now y'all know for a blush collection video we had to have some Rare Beauty in here, so I picked one of my absolutely favorite shades to grab, which is Love. How apropos, right? Because I'm definitely a lover girl. But this is another one of the gorgeous, like beautiful, like earthy type shades that I love, especially during this time of year, fall and winter. I just, I love these type of shades. So that's what she looks like. You see that there? I want you to be able to see it. I know my lights are bright, but I really want you guys to see like the true colors of these blushes. You see that? Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. I love a unique blush shade, and that is unique, you know? It's like their shades, all of the Rare Beauty Rare Beauty, hello, are very, very unique. They're not shades that you see every day from other brands. just absolutely gorgeous and just really go well with a large range of skin tones. It's not like they're, you know, a lot just for lighter skin tones or a lot for deeper skin tones. It's like you can use their blushes, a lot of them, on several skin tones. Now, another favorite of mine is e.l.f. Okay, now this particular shade, oh my gosh, I don't even think I'm going to be able to see this. It's so freaking small. If you guys are familiar with e.l.f. packaging, they have their stuff so freaking small. What is the name of this? Bronze Bombshell. I should remember that because this is like my favorite e.l.f. shade, like for their liquid blushes. Oh my gosh, I love this. Another earthy shade. If you don't like these earthy tones, then, you know, I'm sorry. I can only show you what's in my collection. These are the shades that I love. But I feel like I have a nice variation of shades, to be honest with you. But anybody who purchases blushes that they are going to use on a regular basis are going to pick shades that they actually love. So this is a shade that I actually really, really love from e.l.f. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Love, love, love this. This is like definitely an everyday type of blush shade for me. I could wear this shade every single day. Okay, guys, and the last liquid blush that I have is from Juvia's Place. I really, really love a lot of the Juvia's Place blushes. Absolutely gorgeous shades. She has one that I actually completely shied away from after I used it. If you saw that video, you guys know it's that super duper deep, deep, dark purple eggplant plummy shade. I can't think of the name of it, but honey, I put that way back in my drawer. I'm gonna have to figure out another use for it because, oh my gosh, look at my finger, is stained. I'm going to have to figure out another use for it because, oh Lord, it truly is stained. It's not coming off. What blush is that? Child, I think that's the YSL blush. Child, it's really orange though. Child, anyway, honey. Anyway, y'all got to look at the same figure. So this is one of the shades from Juvia's that is absolutely gorgeous. And look at that. Super bright, definitely Barbie rose, Barbie pink. Absolutely beautiful, like, oh, so gorgeous. And look at that. This is like reminiscent to me. Well, no, the YSL is a bit more red, but this looks, I don't know, maybe it's close to the ColourPop. But yeah, this one is really, really gorgeous as well. This is more of like the pink. If I was gonna wear a pink, it's either gonna be a super muted, dusty rose pink, or it would be something like this, but it would have to really, 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 really be, you know, like blended out. Like blended out. I could not wear something this super pigmented, crazy pigmented. Ugh, look at that. Crazy pigmented, but I could definitely, you know, wear just a teeny tiny drop of it for sure. I cannot believe whatever the orange blush was. I know y'all like, girl, which one was it? We don't want that one. But, honey, I don't know. Okay, so now let's move on to powders. I have all my liquids and creams out of the way, so we're gonna move on to some powders. And I have, you guys know, I like highs, lows. I have extremely affordable, mid-range, and more expensive, right? So we'll just run through some of these kind of more affordable blushes that I really, really love. ColourPop, of course. I have a lot of powder blushes from ColourPop because they're very affordable and they have a huge range and variation of shades. So I think I'm going to swatch several ones on my hand so I don't have to keep wiping my hand off so much. So this one is Cosmopolitan, and like I said, I don't know exactly which blushes are still available and which ones aren't. So if you see, Cosmopolitan is like a very light Dusty Rose shade. So this is one that I would absolutely love to wear because it's like that barely there color. You could see it on the cheeks, but it's definitely barely there. Like if this was on my cheeks, you would just see a little flush of color of this Dusty Rose, but it's absolutely beautiful. It might appear to you like, oh, it's too light, but no. On the cheek, oh, just looking at it, just looking at it in person, oh, it's so gorgeous. On the cheeks, it just gives that beautiful Dusty Rose, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So let's take a look at this next one, Morphe. So I don't even know if Morphe still has these. This is Coppertunity. I've had this for a little while, so like I said, but this shade, as you can see, it's kind of like in that same realm of Dusty Rose or whatever, but to me, I think this one might be a little bit more earthy, if I'm remembering correctly. It's very earthy, very muted. You know, these are for people that like the more muted blushes. Let me let my light adjust. Okay, there we go. You can see how it's just a little bit more earthy, a little bit more muted. And even the Cosmopolitan, you can see, has a little bit of sheen in it. You know, some powder blushes, you got to be careful because they will have some sheen. You know, just check the description on it. But this one here, the Morphe one, love, love, love this shade. Definitely something a little more muted, a little more natural and neutral for, you know, us girls. Like the shade that I have on today, it is the copper, but it's very, very, or what is it, the poppy, but it's very, very soft and very muted. It's not too aggressive, right? That's what I like. So that is a Morphe one that I have. I have a Moira. I've had these Moira ombre blushes for a very long time. When they first came out, I purchased a purple one, which I didn't really like. It actually ended up being a little too dark for me. I got like a super bright pink one. I got this one and an orange one, and they're all ombre blushes. So this one here is called Ruby Flush, and so, you know, I just kind of just mix the whole thing together. And this one definitely has a very pinky vibe to it. Let's see if I can just swatch this here. So yeah, as you can see, definitely a very beautiful, like baby doll pink. You can even see the ombre in there. That's a trip. But it has a very baby doll pink vibe to it, you know. So if you like that color, you might want to check out some of these Moira blushes. I believe they still sell the ombre blushes, if I'm not mistaken. I believe they still sell those. Now this OG Spiced Rose from Milani. Now, you know, if you go way back with Milani blushes, you know, honey, this is an OG. And a lot of you guys might have this blush in your collection like I do, but child, this one, this was probably when I realized I really like more kind of spiced, natural, warm, earthy, not too in your face blushes. You know, is when I tried out this one from Milani, and I've had it for a long time. It had a beautiful rose, which is kind of like, you know, rubbed out now, but let me see if I can fit this one on here. This one I'm going to build up because it is a softer vibe. It's not, you know, one of those in your face shades. It's definitely one that is like, okay, you know, you like a more soft, earthy vibe. So that's what this one is right here. You know, you can see that it is, I mean, next to this super bright pink, it doesn't look like anything, but if you weren't looking at that super bright pink, you would be able to see just that nice, soft spice vibe of that blush. It's just really, definitely everyday, definitely very warm, earthy, beautiful spice shade. Let me hold it up so you can see. You see that? There you go. Very gorgeous. Just beautiful, spiced, shade. I love it. I think it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. You don't have to worry about, oh, is it going to be too much? No, it's not going to be too much. It's going to be just enough. So y'all let me know in the comments if you have any of these blushes. If you know if some of these OG blushes are still sold, you know, by these OG brands, because like I said, I have a combination of old and new, honey. A nice good mixture. Okay, so these next two are not very old in my collection. They're from Clarity Cosmetics. They did come out with these blushes. Was it in the past year or last year? Not sure, but I know when I saw these blushes, I had to have them because they also came out with a nice range of blushes. Very highly pigmented. They go from really nice natural shades to beautiful, super bright, crazy shades. And I do have some of the bright, crazy shades as well, but I'm just showing you my favorites. So from Clarity Cosmetics, this one is Extra Shot Please. And this is one of the shades I have. Now, some of you guys might be like, yo, that's a bright, crazy shade. And in fact, it is very, 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 very bold. Now, here's the thing with the Clarity blushes, okay? Clarity's products in general, not just blushes, their products in general are very pigmented. So what you see is what you get, 100%. So if you use these blushes, please use them sparingly. Please, just a little dab of do ya, honey, because not only is their stuff super pigmented, their stuff can have a lot of kick up because of the fact that it is so pigmented, right? So you see here, you see that blush shade? Absolutely gorgeous, honey. And this one is not too far off from that shade. It's a little different. This one is You Got Me Blushing. And I feel like this one has a little bit more of the rosy pull to it. Even though it is nice and earthy, it still has a little bit more of the rosy pull as well. So let me just put this next to that one so you can see. Definitely has more of that rosy pull to it, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Sorry about the light, you guys. Let me open this so I'm not having all of this. I'm trying not to get powder all over my desk, but you see how that one has more of that rosy pull to it? Oh, beautiful. Oh gosh, it makes me want to just put that on my cheeks right now. It's so gorgeous. That first one could definitely go with what I have on my cheeks now, but that rosy one, oh, that would look so pretty with this eye look. It would pull out those purples and pinks. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. So I definitely would say if you can get your hands on some of these Clarity blushes, hopefully they haven't discontinued them, because I know Clarity and Give Me Glow, you know, they go through product changes and stuff quite a bit, and it's kind of like, you know, catch them when you can, honey. So I'm hoping that those are still available. But I don't know, honey, I can't promise. But I will tell you those blushes are worth a purchase for sure. Okay, so let's move into some Tower 28. I have two Tower 28 blushes, right? So this one is, and these are their Get Set blushes. This one is Downtown Daiquiri. I'm gonna try to go a little faster, y'all. I'm just talking way too much. So of course, another beautiful corally poppy shade. Yes, I do have a type, okay? Don't hate me. I do have a type. So this is theirs for Downtown Daiquiri. Okay, so this is like their version of a gorgeous poppy shade. So as you can see, it's not as super bold and aggressive as some of my other poppy shades, but this one, oh, I wear it all day, every day. Absolutely gorgeous. Love that one. And then I have Sawtail Slushy. I tend to get, when I do buy more than one blush, if I just buy two blushes, because some of these blushes be expensive as I don't know what from Sephora, right? So this is Sawtail Slushy. If I do buy two blushes from a brand, I typically will buy the corally shade and the kind of dusty, rosy, mauve shade, you know, if I can. I prefer a dusty rose, but if they have like a mauve shade, I'll buy that as well. Depends on what's available. So this is Sawtail Slushy. So as you can see, their blushes definitely are true to color. Very true to color. So, you know, you see that one and then you see this one, exact same shade as what's in the pan. And I actually really love this shade as well. You know, it's like you blend them out, soften them up, not too aggressive, look really gorgeous on the cheeks. So it's like if I'm going to wear a lavender-esque blush, it would lean more like this, kind of like the pinky purple. You know, just straight up lavender is not really my vibe. So something like this where it's like lavender but it has a little bit of a pinky dusty pull to it, then I would go ahead and rock that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, those are my two Tower 28s that I absolutely love. Now, I was talking about Clarity Cosmetics earlier, but I also purchased some blushes from Give Me Glow when they came out with some of their dream blushes in this really pretty packaging. I mean, absolutely gorgeous packaging. And they came out with a really long line of shades. And so this one is Pink Freak. Pink Freak. And they do have like the shade and the name on the back, which makes it easy when you have them in your drawer. Now, I'm gonna warn you, trigger warning before I show you this blush. It is very bold, very aggressive. Okay, so this is Pink Freak. Okay, Pink Freak. Oh my gosh. If you like just straight up super Barbie doll pink, honey, this is gonna be your shade. Pink Freak. Okay, I can't say that enough. But every time I open this blush and look at it, it's just like, child. But this is Pink Freak. So I feel like it's way more scary. No, it's actually just as scary on the skin as it is in the pan, right? Ciao. But it is gorgeous. This is one of those pinks where it's like, okay, if you're afraid to put it on your cheeks, which for me, honey, it would definitely be a little dab-a-doo-ya. But as you can see, as I'm rubbing it in, you see how gorgeous that is? You see how beautiful that would be as a blush? Gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Just, you know, take your time, little dab-a-doo-ya. But honey, if you like this Pink Freak, I would say this is a beautiful pink shade. You can even use this as, like, I mean, I can't say that for sure because, you know, there are safety rules out there. But if you don't care about those things, that pink will be fire on your eyes. But definitely make sure that it's safe to put on your eyes before you do so. But that pink would be fire on your eyes. Okay, you guys, I had to take a slight intermission because my hand was literally turning red and pink, right? Okay, so let's continue on. I have a few more of the single powder blushes to talk about. So this one is from Sephora. This one is actually new to my collection as well. This is called Moon O'Clock and it's a colorful blush glaze. So look at that shade. Look at that, honey. Absolutely gorgeous. And this has like a little bit of shim to it, right? Oh, just beautiful. So let me just put this here. Oh my goodness, Sephora. Yeah, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, this immediately became a favorite shade, a favorite tone, a favorite formula. Oh my gosh, look at that. I mean, that's if you like blush that has a little bit of shim in it. If you're not afraid of blush with a little bit of, you know, glow to it. Oh my gosh, this color is so beautiful, you guys. Look at that. Gorgeous. So yeah, this is Moon O'Clock. Moon O'Clock from Sephora. Now Kosas, I have a couple of Kosas blushes. This one is Blush is Life. Chills. I don't know if the name of these blushes are Blushes Life, and then the shade is Chills. I think that's what it is. I think the shade name is Chills, but child, who knows? But this is this is what it looks like. This is one of my gorgeous, kind of like really pretty, bold, pinky purple, magenta type blushes, right? But it's not too aggressive for what I like on my cheeks. So that's what she looks like for the Kosas. And she is beautiful. Isn't she beautiful? Oh my goodness. You can see before I, started using her, it comes with a gorgeous, beautiful swirl of color. Oh, absolutely beautiful. I'm trying to move on, you guys. This video is going to be an hour long. I hope you're enjoying it. Okay, my Gucci. I just had to have this Gucci Warm Berry blush. When it came out, I kept seeing it all over the place. Of course, you can see why, because this is right up my earthy, warm, spicy alley, right? I mean, look at my cheeks now. This is right up my alley. And I just had to have it. And I do absolutely love this blush. I love this shade. I love the tone of it. I love the formula of it, but I feel like it could have been a little more aggressive. I don't know. It just seems like the color in the pan, which, I mean, I guess it matches, let me bring it a little closer so maybe my light will pick it up a bit better. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I just felt like, I mean, it matches the color in the pan, I guess, but I definitely felt like it could have been just a little bit deeper, a little bit more aggressive. Maybe I expected it to be. I think in the pictures that I saw, it was a little more pigmented than it is here, but it's definitely still an absolutely gorgeous blush shade, as you can see. Absolutely beautiful blush shade. But yeah, I think just me personally, I wanted it to be a little more aggressive than it is. It's very, very non-threatening. Yeah, which non-threatening is the era that I'm in right now. Very non-threatening. I don't want to scare anybody. I don't want to put anybody off. And like I said, my eye look might say something different than that. But if you truly know my personality, you know that I am just a little kitten, okay? Yes, I am a lion. I am a Leo. For sure, honey. For sure, all day. But I'm a little kitten. Okay, so let's keep it moving. Dior, okay? Had to have me a Dior blush in my collection. I don't know, since I am a makeup collector, and I know some of y'all think that's crazy to collect makeup, but I do. I love collecting makeup. And there's certain brands that I just want to have one of at least in my collection. So I got this Dior, and the one I chose was Rosy Glow, okay? Gorgeous. I really like this shade because of the fact that, once again, it's that dusty, muted rose. I love me just an absolutely gorgeous dusty rose, right? Something that's not too aggressive, not doing too much, it's not going to scare anybody. But this one here, very low key. Very low key. I mean, you can barely see it. Definitely one that you're, if you like a lot of color, you're going to want to build it up. But when you're using a brush and putting it on the cheeks, you have more control over it. So I know right now it looks like, well, where is it? It's there. It's there. You can see it. It's very muted, For a woman of color, this is one that, to me, it's just like, okay, if I just want that soft, dusty rose pink on my cheek, this works. And I actually really love it. It's beautiful, buildable, not too much, not too aggressive. And that, like I said earlier, that's where I'm at in life, not too much, not too aggressive, just keep it chill. LYS. I have two LYS blushes. This is the one that matches the liquid that I showed earlier. I believe number 15. If I can find it, child. Number 15. So I bought these two together. So the liquid and the powder. And although I would definitely put these both together, me personally, I would probably wear them separately because they are so aggressive and so bold. You know, look at this. So pretty. Oh, beautiful watermelon shade. I would put something on my cheeks that's not as aggressive as the liquid that goes with this. Something in the same color family, but definitely a little more muted. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to have that bold liquid underneath this bold powder. And that's just me. That's just my preference. Of course, you can wear them together. They go together. They're the same shade. But for me, that's a bit much. So this is the YSL number 15. And it does have a name. If I think of the name, I'll put it on the screen. But I can't think of it right now, honey. When I tell you, between menopause brain, COVID brain, and just getting older, child, my memory is shot. Okay, y'all better be lucky I remember to show up on this channel every now and again, because baby, memory is shot. But anyways, this is my YSL blush number 15. Absolutely gorgeous. It looks beautiful on my skin tone, and it's definitely one of my favorites. Okay, so I only have a few more, you guys. I only have 3 more and then we are done. So let's talk about this Patrick Ta. Okay, this one is, oh, she's different. Oh, she is different, honey. And this is what this one looks like. And I definitely love this color. I do. It's like, how do you describe this? It's just, how do you describe this color? Let me lift the plastic for the cream so it's not blinding you. But yeah, how do you describe this color, you guys? I know if I look it up online, it'll tell me exactly how to describe it. But just looking at it, I don't know. But it's beautiful. Isn't she gorgeous? Oh, she's gorgeous. Okay. It's getting late. I'm getting punchy. It's getting late. So I'm going to swatch the cream and swatch the powder for you guys. Okay. Because I love you and I want you to see these beautiful blushes. Okay. So let's do right here. Let's do the powder. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is right up my freaking alley. Oh, it's gorgeous. And then this is the cream, right? So you can see what those blushes look like. My lighting is so bright. There we go. So I didn't swatch those in the best place possible, but running out of room, child. So these are those blushes, the cream and the powder. Yeah, so you can see a better close up. Cream and powder. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right up my little Dusty Rose alley, right? Just absolutely gorgeous. So if you like this duo, this is Oh She's Different. I know he has like a million of them. And sometimes it can be kind of hard to make a decision. It can be kind of hard to choose when these brands come out with 10 different shades or 10 different duos. It can be truly hard to decide. So hopefully this might help you a little bit. I mean, I'm not swatching all the shades I have, just my favorites, but hopefully this will help you in some way. Or maybe it's just entertaining and you like hanging out with your girl and you don't care what it is, you just want to see me swatch some blushes. So these are the last 2. Of course, I had to have some Juvia's Place in here because honey, Juvia's Place blushes are bomb, and she has these duos that you can choose from. So I just chose 2 of my favorites, right? So let's start with volume 1. So volume 1 has this beautiful like burgundy plum shade. It's really more of like a deep burgundy plum. And then this one here is kind of like a beautiful burnt orange pumpkin-y shade. So yeah, this is volume 1. You know, she has, what does she have, like 6 volumes now? Yeah, I think she might have like 6, or she might have more, child. I don't know. I feel like she's been focusing a lot on like lips and stuff, lip products and stuff. So this is what those two look like. Let me see if I bring this up, if it will make my lighting adjust so you can see it better. There you go. So that's what those two look like. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Of course, you know the one on top. Love, love, love it. But if I want to get a little aggressive, the one on the bottom is beautiful as well. And then last but not least, we have volume 3 from Juvia's Place. And these are called blushed rouge. These duos, blushed rouge, and then they have numbers. So this one is number 3. So number 3 has this beautiful, what looks like could be a bronzer, but it's a really, really beautiful, just brown, earthy blush. And then another super beautiful, bright, hot pink. So let me go ahead and swatch these and see if I can swatch them somewhere. That'll be easy for me to hold up the actual component. Okay. So that's what those two look like. Brown, and these have mirrors too. So it's really nice to have a mirror in there. Let's see if I can hold this. So there we go. The brown and the pink. Ugh. Yeah, that pink can be a little bit intimidating, but if you like super bold, bright blushes, you know, you won't be intimidated by that. Absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, you guys, those were the last two, and I had a lot of fun. I was kind of like, oh my gosh, how am I going to sit down and talk about all these blushes? Okay, you guys, so my light just went super bright. I don't know what's happening, but anyway, I guess all those colors just made it go wonky. But yeah, so those are the last ones, those last two duos from Juvia's Place. And I must say that I had an amazing time hanging out with you guys, showing you some of my blushes from my collection. I love blush. I think aside from eyeshadow palettes, blush would be second as far as a favorite blush. And then after that is probably the Fenty lip gloss bombs. I mean, I could never get too many of those, right? So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I had a good time. Now I gotta go figure out how to de-stain my fingers, and you know, it's all part of the fun. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love you guys. I hope you guys have an amazing week, amazing holiday season, if I don't see you before 2026. And yeah, let me know down in the comments which blushes you love. What are your favorite shades? What are some of your favorite blushes? And maybe you want to check them out, right? And if you enjoyed this video. So yeah, I will see you guys on the next one. Toodles!